Welcome to the final thing in your night or your day of fantastic racing. You look at the Monaco Grand Prix in the Formula 1, Lewis Hamilton takes the win. You look at the Indy 500, Alexander Rossi on his very first Indy 500 takes it. And now you've got to look at this Formula Renault 2K Cup. So I nearly say Skip Barber here on iRacing Live with Racebot TV. Well, it's certainly going to be a great one here at Brands Hatch. And well, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
In the outside contact made, 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome here to a track here in Kent in the United Kingdom. We are here at Brands Hatch for what will be another fantastic round in your Formula Renault 2K World Cup here. Streaming live, iRacing Live, brought to you by Racebot TV. Cars about to grid up, 2 minutes to do that. Jake Sperry, Cam Walsh in the commentary box, and this one is surely going to be one to remember. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This will certainly be one that'll be good. Here are your grid results coming up on your screen. And it's a Frake Show, Thorsten. Your man on pole with Lucas Gotch alongside in the Hydra Force Racing outfit. David Williams third, Maya Reddy fourth with Simon Povey there in fifth, with Cy Andrew there in sixth, Stephen DM there in seventh, with Oscar Mangan there in eighth, and we'll cycle it on back through for the rest of your grid. And there are names that you don't normally expect to be further down the field, the likes of which Mr. 2K Cup Philippe Lebert, he's down in 44th on the grid. I'll be looking to fight his way back through the field. Cars, as we say, gridding up. You're going to see them gridding all the way around this final corner and over through clearways as well. It's certainly going to be one to look out for. And well, see them all now just trying to get a little bit antsy, a little bit impatient, waiting for the opportunity for the lights to go from what is red to green. It's a long wait, it's a long hold when it comes to this, and there's the green flag. We are underway here at Brands Hatch as the cars fire themselves heading towards turn number 1 on circuit. That is Paddock Hill Bend for the time being. Will they get everything sorted there? Well, answer at the moment seems to be yes. They are all going to be there nice and calmly through in towards turn number 1. What about Druid? Oh, we're going to look ourselves a little bit back to see if there has been any instance further on back down your field, and well, it seemingly seems that everyone has got themselves good. Cam, certainly been a great one to start. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that Cam Walsh is not quite here at the moment, so we will try and do our best. Hold on. Martin Arnoldus then at the back, same for Ty McLeod there and Maximilian Scheider there. They are both all down the back of the field and have to recover it as best as they possibly can. You can see just how many drivers actually have had to start from a place known as Pit Road here as they head themselves now for the first time down through Hawthorns and further along as they head themselves down even further towards Westfield Bend for the first time, and Dingle Dale and circuits like that, and well, and corners like that even, as you can see. They are pushing themselves finally along. Looking at Thibaut Supervon right now, he's in a little bit of a scrap here, and he looks to go through for an undercut here, and well, around the outside here, split surtees, no, not going to happen. There's actually, I get the wrong car, it's actually the cars ahead. Jordi Lopez Jr., Thomas Schmidt right now. That is exactly what is going on right now here in this battle in your mid-pack let's just get yourself, let's see just how things, and actually there's been a bit of drama here gone on, and well, you can see cars filing themselves here through the back. I didn't quite catch who it was, but we will catch it for you later on, and it seems that we have our first caution of the evening. I do believe that maybe, just maybe, Michael Mittner got involved in that one, and that is not ideal at all. We're going to slow everything down because the caution flag is out. But apparently it was the number 738. That is David Soranzo, who has been part of that incident. Let's just see then exactly what has happened here on camera. It looks like here, heading into the final corner is exactly what's happened here. And well, actually, it happens just behind Soranzo. Originally, it starts off Manu Rayo-Largo, Simon Holbert, and Mikel Lamoureux heading themselves down to the final corner. It was just a turnaround there between Manu Rayo-Largo and Simon Holbert, which has seemingly caused the entirety of the incident. And actually, secondary incident happens a little bit further up. You look at the likes of Gregory Tanson involved, David Soranzo, and then you can see Gabor Mex in a lot of trouble there. And well, it's one of those things there. It's a racing incident which will be looked at further on, but for now, you can definitely see that there is a start that is going to go on. There is the safety car now, it's on circuit, and everything will just have to be calm again. Well, interesting start most certainly, and well, it hasn't worked out to be the best, and well, we're just going to listen in on the race leader right now as he catches himself up to the pace car. There you can see then Frake Showthorst then at the front of the train. There's Lucas Gotch behind, and well, David Williams there as well. It's been an interesting opening start to your race. Didn't quite see the leaders as much as we would have liked, but you can see nothing has really changed so far inside your top 10. You can see it's Showthorst, Gotch, Williams ready, Povey there also, and well, just how difficult it is there to find yourself there. You can see they're going to warm their tyres up as much as you can. Just a quick note then on that is Philippe Lebert. He has only gained one position so far, and he is up to 43rd in all that has been said and done. And well, this is going to be one where you can see all these cars just trying to fire themselves right now, just trying to be slower, just trying to calm down again. Of course, this is a time that you can save fuel, where you can save tyres and go a little bit longer into your stint. Of course, one mandatory pit stop is required here. And well, when this is a big race, when you're looking at this one being a full, and that is a massively full 32 lap race, you can see just how important everything is in that respect for the time being. And well, are they going to go in for another lap going by? I believe we're going to continue with one more lap behind the pace car, and then we could see ourselves in a position where we can see ourselves green flag racing once again. And well, actually, I've just been informed of an incident further back, and that is to do with the number 83 machine. That is Martin Arnoldus, if I'm correct. Let's just get that one a little bit further back, because I believe there has been a little bit of contact. Yes, and there's been a car turned around actually, and that's just ahead. That's Christian Takasha, Red Devolution there, turned around there behind the safety car, and that's a really weird incident there. It's not often that you see that sort of thing going on, but in the end, it has not helped at all, and that has caused a lot of problems to deal with there in the end. And well, still quite a few things you need to know. Lorenda Reich there for Rich Racing. He has put himself onto pit road right now, and he is in a situation where he can go back out and again. Let's take you Racebot TV side by side just for a moment, then when we come back we'll bring you the rest of the racing live. back then, ladies and gentlemen. We are still under yellow flag conditions at the moment, but you can see Frank Showthorst at the front. He's going to back up the pack as much as he can as they head themselves for the final corner. And, well, here's the launch. We're going green flag once again, ladies and gentlemen. And Frank Showthorst with a fantastic jump on Lucas Gotch as we are live once again, full and in colour, as they head to Paddock Hill Bend for the first time here in the 2K Cup. And, well, for the time being, Frank Showthorst has got himself away, and look behind at the train that's starting to form right now. You can look at it, Povey, Reddy, they're all there. David Williams in that pack as well. Oscar Mangan there for Apex Racing, he's going to be in there. And, well, it's certainly going to be a lot of dramas to go on. And, well, look further back down here, down your field, because I believe we have just had ourselves an incident there, and I believe it's the number 78 who's just been involved in a little bit of a tap there. Jason Jordarski. Let's get a replay of that one then, because that one seemingly has happened earlier on, and, well, it saw it down into Paddock Hill Bend, and yes, there was contact there, and it was with Simon Holbert, a man who's just completely been in the wars all evening long, and he's found himself into that Paddock Hill Bend barrier. Not ideal at all. You can see him just heading down towards Surtees right now. He is struggling to get that car going again, but let's go back to the leaders, because something going on there is that, well, there is a fantastic battle for P4 even here on circuit, and that is with Simon Povey there. You can see David Williams, he's under an immense amount of stress right now as he heads into clearways here right now. The final right-hander on circuit, Simon Povey at the moment here, he's trying everything to get himself through, and can he do the opportunity? He's got the slipstream, but I don't think he's quite got the run here. Down the inside, no, doesn't happen there. Brakes very late there, but make sure that he keeps himself behind for the time being, and actually has a look into Druids down the inside, and there's a little bit of a slide from Simon Povey, but he keeps hold of the car, and he keeps himself in the running away. You've got to keep looking down at this massive train. The gap has materialized now. It's 3 seconds, 3.7 even, back to the leaders here from third. You can see who's in this group: Brunner, DM, Sanchez, Seitvega, Jacobson, Osterkamp's there, Jordi Lopez Jr. They're all there in that massive long train, looking for that opportunity just to arise. It's all the way back the 16th position right now, this train, and it's surely showing exactly what is so important here, is that you have to be up there fighting in order to get it right. We've seen a few incidents happen here, a few incidents happen there. We're going to keep looking at Dave Williams though here, and he is really looking for an opportunity to defend. Actually, he's lost the position to Simon Povey, and now he's under threat from, I believe, Maya Reddy as well. He's going to be under threat as they head themselves further down, and, well, it's certainly going to be one to look out for as they head towards clearways. And, well, you can see just for yourself just how important it is to make sure that everything is correct in the right position, and making sure that the moves are clean and fair as well. And we'll certainly have to keep your eyes peeled, certainly throughout this racing. And, well, there's certainly going to be a lot of battling going on left to right. René Osterkamp under threat. Sorry, as I lose my voice a little bit, and he's actually going to lose the position here, and I believe the car behind that he's trying to deal with here is going to be Thomas Schmidt, if I'm correct. Danny inside. Well, Thomas Schmidt's going to look, and he's going to keep looking, but I think just for the time being, René Osterkamp can't get the move sorted, can he? No, he's going to have to yield the position just for the time being there. Not ideal at all, but we will look at the number 51 of Simon Povey then here as he heads himself with a little bit of a gap now, heading up towards everything. He's up into third. He's broken away from Andra behind. David Williams falling down the field like a stone. He's lost the position now to Oscar Mangan so far. And, well, you can see just for yourself how David Williams is starting to struggle. He had a good qualifying, but a good qualifying the day before does not always constitute into a great race. And, well, we saw it with Danny Ricciardo himself earlier on in the Formula 1, but now you're seeing it with David Williams. He can't do anything right now to catch Oscar Mangan, and actually runs a little bit wide, and now will fall under the clutches of Maya Reddy, who is just behind and looking for an opportunity to pounce. Of course, Maya Reddy, you remember, 4th place earlier on in the top split event, has a look down into clearways, but no, nothing going to happen for the time being. And you can see for yourself just how this train is now starting to form. Maybe, just maybe, David Williams is starting to struggle early on, as maybe looking for a late stint. Down to the inside goes Maya Reddy, but Reddy's not going to get a move sorted just yet. He's going to have to wait for his opportunity to come along at possibly Druids. No, doesn't happen, but Reddy's got to be careful here, because you got to look, Justin Brunner's going to be there. And actually, look at Thomas Schmidt here, having a look at Jordi Lopez Jr. now. And, well, Thomas Schmidt's actually the guy who's trying to push himself up through the field. It's not quite working out at the moment. And you can see Jordi Lopez Jr. now on the offensive, and he gets a tap here on the back of the car. And actually, he collects Thomas Schmidt. They're involved. The 444 machine gets himself all shades of wrong. Let's get a replay of that one then and see exactly what happened. So Thomas Schmidt in the end collected Lars Jakobsen, so that was all down to Jordi Lopez, and then straight across the line, nothing you can do, and that seemingly was the end of that one. And Lars Jakobsen there, he's falling miles down the order now, and he will need to recover, but we are still green flag racing right now as we look to your race leader right now, the number 110 machine, and that is Freek Schothorst, who is flying right now, and nobody can really make sure of a catch. The only one really near is the driver who's been staying behind in his wheel tracks all race long, and that is the 172 of Lucas Gotch, being just cautious, just being very good. You can see he has a very good attention to detail. He's scoring podium after podium here in this series, and there hasn't really been too much that anybody else has really had an opportunity to do about it right now. As we're going to look at Xavier Sanchez right now, he's having to deal with the car behind of Stefan Zeitweger there in that number 32 machine. You can see the run heading towards this next corner. We said before, it's like a revolver where 5 of the 6 holes in the gun are bullets, and where you can see Zeitweger's going to go side by side with Xavier Sanchez as they make their run down towards the right-hander here. This one is known as Hawthorne. Ran the outside, possibly Zeitweger. Well, he's certainly done a good job of that one. He's through, up a position, now moves up into your top 10. And, well, it's showing right now just how important it is just to make sure that you micromanage every single move that you do. It's got to be one at a time, one moment here at every time. So we're going to look down at the battle for P number 25. Let's look then from the number 87's perspective then of Michael Mittner, and further back there Alex Ellison. Well, you can see they're too wide. Michael Woodworth, Lionel Alberto there for that Team One Line Racing machine. Into the right hander they go of Sheen Kerr. You can see there's 6 of them all looking for the opportunity, and now you can see the swamp starting to happen here. Alberto's just got away from it. O'Connell, Tanson's there, Woodworth, Sponholz, McLeod there, as also David Soranzo involved in that lovely little scrap going on as well. And you can see 6, 7, 8 cars all looking for that opportunity to find themselves through into a battle, but it's seemingly not working out for the time being. They're in a position where you can see a move to the inside then, further up through your field, and that is Matthias Sponholz there making a lovely dive, and maybe, just maybe, Ty McLeod can get the move done as well. Yes, he does. He moves up the inside, and, well, you got to look. There's contact behind, though. There is contact behind, and, well, David Soranzo there just getting around, and, well, that was certainly not what was wanted from Michael Woodworth. Woodworth now drops through the field, and now he's got to worry about these cars behind still going on about it. Certainly one that you need to look out for. Into the left-hander they come along of Surtees corner. Another position lost for Woodworth, and Woodworth now under threat from Joel Gowez there in what I believe is Gecko Vortex Sim Racing colours. Wow, we just seen there in the lower half of your field the battle for 25th now turn into the battle for 35th, which has not worked out in anybody's favour, especially for Michael Woodworth though. But we're going to look back up through your field. Let's go to the number 500 then. Maya Reddy right now heads himself into Paddock Hill Bend right now, and, well, he's got a little bit of company around him there. He's got Justin Brunner there, who's a very, very established quick American driver here as they head themselves into Druids right now. And, well, you can see Justin Brunner in the 102. He's second in the overall championship, that is for the Formula Renault official series, behind Martin van Loosenholt. So Justin Brunner, you know what sort of caliber he can be, starting 9th, up 1 into 8th position right now, and looking for an opportunity there on Mr. Reddy, who is down 3. This is how your field looks then, as we look on the left-hand side of your screen. This is how your biggest mover and shakers look. Schothorst, Gotch, Povey, Andra Mangan, Williams, Reddy, Brunner, DM, and Zeitweger right now. So your biggest mover and shaker up inside your top 10. Well, your biggest mover and shaker is surely Simon Povey, up 2 positions, so we haven't really seen too much. But if you look back down, there has certainly been a lot of battles going on. Hugo Prato, number 77. Let's take a look at the number 77, who's riding for TNT Racing. He is up a massive 25 positions. the biggest mover and shaker in all of your field right now, and is showing exactly what he needs to do in order to be the best. And well, there's certainly some things that don't quite work, and well, for some things that don't work, Philippe Lebert out, Christian Takash out, Neil Kemp didn't make the start, Simon Holbert 3 laps down, Frederic Saint-Denis 2 laps down, Lorenzo Reich 2 laps down, Tuan Tran's a lap down, so is Jadarski, Met, and now McLeod as well, who's been involved in an incident somewhere on circuit. Not ideal at all. And look at Rico Zemic right now in the 811, down to the inside, massive slide, and well, there was a little bit of contact between them, and well, Rico Zemic there tried to get the move sorted on Frederick Johansson there in a tortoise there trying to get past, and well, if you can't get past a tortoise, well, you can't really get past too much right now, and that actually promotes Hugo Preto up in position, does it? Zemic and Preto side by side through Surtees. No, Hugo Preto's going to wait behind for the time being, but now you can see Hugo Preto waiting in that slipstream here, and where you can see already defense to the inside, moves to the outside now does Hugo Preto, looking for that opportunity to find himself through, big squeeze, bit of a touch, and through to the gravel, and surely out now is Rico Zemic. Unbelievable. Let's get a replay. So there you can see they're side by side, and if I'm correct, if we slow it down right here, you can see right now that Rico Zemic does not give any room on the outside for Hugo Preto. I don't know where Preto can go from there. And, well, the only way he could go was either off into the gravel or out of this one completely. Rico Zemic there has lost his race there completely, and that is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. We're now hitting lap 13 here, heading towards halfway distance. Look out for 2/3, because that's when everyone will start heading themselves down towards pit lane right now. Take a look then at Xavier Sanchez in that number 23 machine here. He's got René Osterkamp behind and Jordi Lopez Jr. in front, and it's very important just to keep just maintain all that you can right now, because actually, look at Jordi Lopez Jr. He's looking to try and break away, and René Osterkamp there in the Hydroforce Racing colours trying to pull himself back in here. But Xavier Sanchez doing a good job right now, just keeping calm, keeping ready, keeping steady, you could say, at the moment, in order to keep things up. And look further up through your field, you can see Steven Diem there with Stefan Seidweger there behind him. And just ahead of them, it's Maya Reddy and Justin Brunner, who are still going to be running nose to tails. They head themselves now heading towards this next left-hander on circuit. It's just so important to make sure that you just keep clean and calm. There's no point in going for banzai moves right now if you can't confirm that you're going to win it at the end of the race. And where you can see the gap at the front now extending to 3.2 seconds away from Lucas Gotch here. Freek Schoforst is running away once again, and now you can see David Williams actually on the front of this train. You can see just how much he's been dropping so far, and he runs tyres off into the Paddock Hill bend gravel there, heading in towards turn 2 of Druids, doing everything he possibly can at the moment. Well, if you are just joining us, where on earth have you been? We've seen the safety car come out, we've seen the racing go back green again, and where you can see Justin Brunner getting a massive wiggle there through that corner and trying everything he possibly can to keep himself in that position, in a place to call himself his home right now. And well, we'll go back to René Osterkamp, because he is starting to close that gap in a little bit more as they head themselves down this back straightaway. It's so important to make sure that you keep everything calm and collected. And for René Osterkamp, the German, he's looking to try and pull himself back into this race. Yeah, very much so, but he's not quite close enough to Xavier Sanchez just yet. He'll be looking for an opportunity later down the line. Let's move back then to your number 26 car. That is Scott McIntyre for the moment here. He's running himself down the field, and well, behind him, Manu Rayo-Largo, who was involved in the incident which was the safety car to come out right now. As you can see, heading themselves now down in towards the right-hander coming along. This is Sheen Curve now as they head towards Sterling's now, the left-hander. They are trying absolutely everything to pull themselves back through the field, and well, Manu Rayo-Largo for the time being here, he's looking to try and find that opportunity here. So they head into the final corner here of Clearway's pit stop window. Well, could argue it could be potentially open right now, but I think everyone wants to run a full tank to be as light as they possibly can heading into that final splash and dash stint for the time being. So we will look ourselves back through the field and see if we can find anything. Christian Takash there on pit road, same for Philippe Lebert. They are both out at the moment, and well, you can see Michael Mittner comes into pit lane with a lot of damage. Woodworth now here. We'll look at Woodworth here because he does have a car behind him, And, well, that car behind him is Frederic Saint-Denis here to the outside. And no, he runs to the gravel. And, well, he gets very lucky. He avoids the barrier. But that is not ideal for a car who's 2 laps down. You do not want to be in that sort of position trying to fight yourself through the field. Most certainly not. And, well, the leaders there are only heading through the final corner right now to start their 16th lap right now, as we're going to look here at a battle, a replay of the 808 machine getting up on board. That was Stephen DM right now. Well, seemingly for the time being, it was just a battle, even not even a replay. Here's DM here having a scrap with Justin Brunner, and behind him Stefan Zeitweger, as we've said previously. Seems that Justin Brunner right now has dropped himself off of the back of Maya Reddy and David Williams for the time being. It seems that it hasn't quite worked out in the way that you'd say it would do, but you can see right now David Williams under threat from Maya Reddy just up ahead. You can see just how important that one is going to be, most certainly so. And, well, David Williams, he's going to have to worry here because, well, this one is for track position at the moment. The 500 versus the 80 into 30s. And, well, you can see Maya Reddy looking to try and get that fantastic run. And it's not the best of runs there, you have to say. The gap's got to close down, and it will over time. Here's they head now down Pilgrim's Drop and heading towards this next right-hander of Hawthorne's. Not quite happening just yet. Might have to wait next time by. But for the time being, Maya Reddy, he's just the status quo driver there. He doesn't normally make an aggressive move here or there. He makes it precise. That's what makes Maya Reddy a very good driver here. And, well, David Williams, whereas I'm struggling to get my breath a little bit now. David Williams there doing his utmost best to try and stop the slide at the moment here as they head themselves now in towards the final corner here. Halfway distance has just come up. And now you can see just how important everything is going to be in that respect as well. Zeitweger then, DM, and also Justin Brunner then. That's the battle just a little bit behind. You can see the games of chess starting to pick up. And, well, actually, DM's going to run a little bit wide and through down to the inside. It's going to come Stefan Zeitweger. Will he get the move sorted? Yes, he will. He'll move himself up a very crucial position. He will move up now into what is P9 on circuit here. The battle further down the field. You have to say there's quite a few things going on. Well, let's look at the 129 machine once again of René Osterkamp, because he does have Xavier Sanchez now firmly in the sights. We said he'd close down that gap, and while the battle for 12th certainly is starting to hot up right now, as you can see, he's in the slipstream. Will he have a look to the inside? Is it going to be decisive? No, it's not. He's going to wait just for the time being. And actually, car off. Who's that one who's gone off? That's David Williams. Get a replay up of that. Number 80, David Williams, trying to stop the slide. Has not worked out. And he's collected Maya Reddy as well. Into Hawthorne they came along. And, well, it was a wide berth from Maya Reddy. And, well, you could see David Williams was out there on the curb. Not much that could have been done. And, well, 2 into 1 never goes. And, well, that's thrown the races away for both of them. And none of them will be too happy with the way that one has just gone. My, oh my, indeed. Well, you have to say the 2K Cup's full of surprises, and, well, you'd have thought that one would happen. Maya Reddy, we were saying he doesn't make a move when he needs to, and that was one mistake that he didn't want to make at all. And, well, certainly one where he'll be looking to try and stop the status quo. But what this has done, though, is thrown Oscar Mangan back into the picture. But we're looking here at the 113 machine here. That is Rob Reed here, and he's in a fantastic scrap round. Druids, Hugo Prato in the mix there as well. So is Kevin Vaughan as well. This is going to be one which you need to keep your eyes on for the time being. Here's because they're going to be 3 a train right now, heading themselves now in towards the 4th corner of the circuit. This one is Surtees corner, and, well, now you can see the run to Pilgrim's Drop heading itself up, and where you can see Rob Reed going to be sitting duck. Of course, Rob Reed enjoyed the Nürburgring last time out, was the winner, and now you can see just how much difficult it is. Kevin Vaughan to the inside, room given, and, well, who's going to be an opportunist here? Answer is going to be Hugo Prato, looking to try and get another position up. Yes, he does. Up into P13, up 30. Hello, Hugo Prato. He's showing everyone exactly what he's made of, and, well, he's made the move, and, well, you can see Rob Reed now starting to struggle on the tyres, starting to struggle a little bit on the fuel. Might think that coming into the pit lane will be the best thing. Next up behind him is Stephen DM, who has fallen down the field just a little bit. And, well, Stephen DM's going to come in for his pit stop right now, so he will be one of the first drivers then in that train to blink for the time being. And well, there are battles up and down your field to keep yourselves an eye on right now. Oscar Mangan and Justin Brunner, that one's still going on very, very strongly. The 90 versus the 102 is going to be one we need to focus on, because here comes Justin Brunner. Here he goes to the outside. He must do it on Oscar Mangan. Mangan trying to hold that defensive line into Hawthorne, but no, it's not going to happen. The unstoppable tide was just too much there, and Justin Brunner moves up one more into P number 5, deals with the traffic there, and that was a little bit awful there, awkward to deal with there, you could have to say, for Justin Brunner. Didn't quite have everything the way he wanted it, and now you can see this train hold up Zeitwager now firmly on the back. It's up to whoever wants to come into pit lane. It's up to whoever wants to make that move right now. Wow, you can see just how everyone wants to work it. Everyone wants to be there fighting. And well, right now you can see cars down on pit lane. Simon Povey has put his car on pit lane. He wants to get that pit stop window sorted now, and he is going to be out and away very, very quickly. Let's see where he's going to put his car out. And well, actually, he's going to go just behind Xavier Sanchez for the time being. And well, that is going to be a good decision from his perspective. He's going to need everything right in that respect for the time being. Jordi Lopez Jr. right now, he's running himself a race of his own. He's got Xavier Sanchez behind him, of course. And well, you've got to keep looking up further and further, because that battle is still going to go on. And we're going to see whether Justin Brunner is going to be that pinch, well, that linchpin in the train here, because you can see Oscar Mangan might want a little bit of his own medicine back. Here he's going to run it down Pilgrim's Drop, and no, yes, he is going to go to the inside. Brunner didn't defend it. He thought he had it, but no, they're going to remain side by side, are they? No. Oscar Mangan thought he had a chance, and he looked at the chance, and it didn't quite happen for him. Wow. Well, you have to say, battles like this, they don't come along every so often, but now you can see just how important it is to get everything right, and it's not quite worked out there in the world of Oscar Mangan. But further down your field, Hugo Preto has, I believe, just come in for his pit stop. Rene Osterkamp's in for his stop. Well, you're going to look here to see who is on pit lane right now. Cy Andra, he is on pit lane. He's decided, I want to be there. Lucas Gotch is on pit lane. Frake Showthorst, where is Frake Showthorst? He is still out, and again for another lap. And well, you can see he's just trying to run that nice race, just trying to be calm, consistent. Lionel Alberto will get out of the way very, very comfortably in that respect. And well, you can see he's going to use the slipstream there, and well, very, very decisive there for Frake Showthorst. But you do have to look back down through your field right now to see where everyone is. Justin Brunner then, he is in a position with Stefan Zeitwager. I believe Oscar Mangan has come in for his pit stop. We'll get word and see whether he has or not. So, this is certainly one you need to look out for. Let's see where the number 90 is right now. And the answer is, yep, he has come in for a pit stop just this time by. And well, you can see he is out and away in clear air. Exactly what he needs. Cyandra there also in clear air, trying everything, but still behind Simon Povey, which is not ideal. And there you can see Mark O'Connor leaving Maioretti the room through, and also Matthias Sponholz there as well. Let's just get a look then at exactly what is happening right now here in your motor race, because Frake Showthorst, your race leader, he's just come into pit lane. Let's see his stop. Let's see how he does. And well, he's going to come out and away, and he's going to come out and away very easily. And well, you can see out on circuit once again, where is that car of Lucas Gotch, I believe. Lucas Gotch absolutely nowhere. Lucas Gotch doing everything right, but Frake Showthorst doing everything a little bit righter. He's done exactly what he has needed to do in this situation. Gap is 7 seconds right now, and 7 seconds says that he is doing everything good. Lionel Alberto having a scrap with Martin Arnoldus then further down your field. This is the battle for 24th on circuit right now, here as they head themselves now into this next right-hander corner. That is Westfield Bend, and now they'll head themselves up the hill, up Dingle Dell towards Sheen Curve, the right-hander. And well, for the time being, Lionel Alberto just can't quite catch this one just yet. And well, you can see right now, battles going on. Kevin Vaughan and Stephen DM right now having themselves their own little bit of a scrap down for the top 20. That one's going to be one that you need to look out for later on. Wider line taken there actually by Kevin Vaughan. He'll do everything that he needs to just to maintain the status quo for the time being. nothing too untowards with that one. Slow car there. That is Thibaut Subravan. Replay up now, please, because Thibaut Subravan's had himself a little bit of an incident down at Graham Hill Bend. But this one happens actually not before he hits the rumble strip on the outside. He catches the curb early on the inside, and that's what's going to throw him off. He collects the barrier there just a little bit, trying to turn the car around, keeps it slow, and well, I think there might be a little bit of suspension damage there on that one. He has dropped himself down in the middle of Stephen DM and Kevin Vaughan for the time being, so he has dropped quite a bit of time in that respect. So right now at the moment you can see exactly what's going on. Oscar Mangan we are looking at right now in that number 90 machine here. He is finding himself now down Druids here, and actually he's in a fantastic battle here. Vega and Brunner, they are all still there again, and well, they didn't break up in the pit stop window. It just shows you everyone very, very similar as they head now into turn number 4 of Surtees. He's not going to run an Indy. Oh no, we're going to keep it here on the full Grand Prix layout. And well, Vega gets a horrible exit out of that one. Oscar Mangan gets a stunning exit, and now he's got to do it around the outside of Justin Brunner. Brunner, he's going to squeeze him a little bit, give him no room to work with here. Around the outside, Oscar Mangan, he's showing his class, but Justin Brunner showing his own. Here's he has the outside line again. Here's they head for Westfield Bend, and they're going to remain side by side and possibly 3 wide as they head up towards Sheen Curve. And the next corner after this is going to be Oscar Mangan's. Mangan doing the hard work, getting the credit for it. The battle for 5th surely hotting up, and it's shown right now. Justin Brunner couldn't do anything, and he tried everything. Wow. You can see just how much this means to everyone. We're on lap 23 of a certain 32. The time's flown by. We've seen everything happen. And, well, a little bit of calm before the storm. And, well, this will certainly be one where you need to look out for here, because there are still many battles to be had up and down your field for the time being. David Williams right now. Let's take a look at him for the time being, because he is behind Xavier Sanchez, I believe, for the time being. Yeah, and actually he is a lap down at the moment after his incidents earlier on. We've seen quite a few retirees from this one. Only 25 cars then find themselves on the lead lap for the time being, and the gaps are starting to open up just that little bit. He's in René Osterkamp's just there, and Justin Brunner has just been involved in an incident. He is going to be in a load of trouble right now. He is. Let's get a number for you. 102. He has gone and involved himself in an incident. Let's get a replay. Oh, no, Justin. He finds himself on the outside, gets a wiggle, tries to hold it, hits the barrier one side, and he's very lucky not to collect Vega in that instant as well. He keeps himself on the grass, and then he gets himself back, and you can see the damage. He is crabbed all the way to the inside, and that is race very much over for Justin Brunner, and he will be kicking himself in the teeth after throwing away what was a top 5 potential finish. It has opened up the field now at the front. It has now said that Stefan Vega has lost touch with Oscar Mangan by 3 seconds. It means now that we have a bit of calm here, and we do have a battle going on. Maximilian Scheider right now in a little small scrap with, I believe, Scott McIntyre. McIntyre and Scheider there, they're both a lap down. They're going to go side by side right now on their 24th lap. Of course, we're 25 laps into your motor race right now. And, well, Gabomex out, René Osterkamp out, Sponholz out, Reddy out. You can see it's so many names are going and dropping themselves like flies here. And well, you can see right now just letting through the car behind of Simon Povey. And, well, Simon Povey doing everything he needs to do now in third. He just needs to secure that podium and make sure that he scores consistent points in terms for the championship. And, well, let's go find a battle for you, because, you know, there's nothing better than a battle here as well. We got one. Rob Reed, Stephen DM, battle going on for 13th on track. Rob Reed, 32nd to 13th at the moment, and actually credit to Alex Ellis right now. He's 48th to 12th. You can see DM through very comfortably in that respect. There makes the move very, very comfortable down towards Hawthorns, and there is no real troubles about that one. Well, it certainly has been a very good race, and we're sorry that Cam Walsh hasn't shown up. And, well, we're going to look at the battle between the 23 and the 444. Xavier Sanchez then in a little bit of a scrap right now as they head down the front straightaway, the Brabham Straight. You don't know where the best line is, but typically the outside is the best. And you can see Schmidt to the inside here in the battle for 8th on circuit, and he's going to make the move sorted, but the cutback opportunity presents itself, and well, not going to make the move into Druids. The defensive line taking its toll for the time being. And well, for Thomas Schmidt, we know that Xavier Sanchez is quick, but he is hemorrhaging just that little bit now. Schmidt 18th to 8th now, Sanchez 13th to 9th. Jordi Lopez Jr. now, your biggest mover and shaker inside your top 10. He is up a huge, well, actually, I stand corrected there. He's up 12, but you've got to look at Mikel Lamoureux in that number 25 machine here. He's got himself a bit of problems behind, though, because here comes Hugo Preto. Lamoureux is up 18. Hugo Preto is up a huge 32 positions and could make it 33 and could make it one of the best drives we could ever see here from the TNT Racing driver here. You can see exactly what they need to do, exactly how they're fighting, exactly what they are made of. Mikel Lamoureux is looking to try and keep that defensive, and the laps are running out, of course. When they cross the line, these two, it'll be lap 27, so 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 6 laps will be all that is left there, because I can't count in my head, I'll count out loud. Lamoureux then here into the final corner here, as I can't even speak properly anymore because I'm trying to focus so much here. Lamoureux, nope, nothing going to be doing for the time being. Let's move up further down through your field then and see if we can spy ourselves a lovely little battle. And well, Justin Brunner's back out in the way again, but he is now a lap down after all of that. He will now put himself in a position where he needs to find himself back again, but he does have familiar company. He has Stefan Seitwege there in 6th position. Gaps have really opened up in the front of your field. Nothing too much has happened, as we are going to go look at the 808 machine. That is Steven Diem, and that is a crash, and this is a replay of exactly what has happened to him. Paddock Hill bend, very difficult, runs out a little bit wide there, sees himself 4 tyres on that gravel, and well, you lose traction, you lose grip, and Steven Diem finds that inside barrier. It's so unforgiving there, because you know that as soon as you touch it, as soon as you hit that barrier, you have nowhere to go, and he is out of this one for the time being. Frank Schothorst heads himself now through the corner of Graham Hill Bend. He's on lap 28 and he has 5 laps to hold on, and he's got a huge gap. But now just look at the times going in: 19.3s, 19.6s. Scott McIntyre here in his thing, Syandra trying to get through, Mauricio Arizon trying to get out of the way. You can see everyone just trying to find themselves that little bit of a gap for the time being. Well, Xavier Sanchez then has lost out in the end. Has he David Williams? No, David Williams is a lap car in the end of that, and so he lets that through. Preto is through on Mikel Lamoureux now. So Hugo Preto, your biggest mover and shaker inside of your top 10, and huge kudos in that respect to get that one sorted. So let's look at the 738 machine. That's David Soranzo right now. He's got to deal with Manu Reolago there behind him, the 10 right now, who's gone from 26th to 19th. You look at David Soranzo there, he's 24th to 17th, up 7 positions right now into Paddock Hill Bend as these two come along. And where you can see for the time being that Manu Reolago there has a little bit of a look there, trying to psych out his opponent. That's nothing untoward. He does use his one change of direction there very fairly, but nothing's going to happen for the time being. You're going to see that everyone is just going to wait in for the time being. Let's just listen to Manu Reolago and his engine as he tries to catch the car of David Soranzo. See him trying to chase down David Soranzo there, but David Soranzo's having none of it. He's trying to run away, and well, something to look out for right now towards the end of your motor race is number 1, Kevin Vaughan, trying to chase down the number 17 of Thibaut Subrevand right now there in that number 17 machine. You can see just that gap is around 0.8 of a second, I'd estimate, from right about now. And where you can see just how everyone wants to be involved in a battle here, a battle there, a battle everywhere for the time being. And well, nobody's really battling for the time being, and that's fine. We don't mind that. Everyone's racing at the best of their ability, as Oscar Mangan now passes another back marker. That's Maximilian Scheider there, and where you can see just everyone finding themselves in a position, trying to work out everything as we look at the battle between the 26 and the 41. That is Mauricio Arizon, and ahead of him is the car of Scott McIntyre. McIntyre has just broken away for the time being. Both of these guys 1 lap down, fighting for 23rd. Of course, there are still valuable points to be had, even if you are a lap down. You need to score as many as you possibly can, and well, it just seems for the moment that the calm has just happened. We haven't really had too much of a storm up front, but it's one of those things where if you're going to drive away with it, you're going to drive away with it. And well, with 3 laps to go, you can see exactly why Frank Schothorst is one of the best drivers there as we look at the 7, 3, 8 and the 10 right now. The 10 being Mano Rayo-Largo. We just talked about this. Mano Rayo-Largo and David Soranzo right now here as they head themselves now towards this next corner. This is Westfield Bend here, the right-handed. Well, just for the time being, you can see that dirty air effect is not quite close enough for Mano Rayo-Largo to close in that gap of David Soranzo. But then again, he's not too far away to lose all the time that he could possibly need. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You don't know whether you can go forward or go back. You can see now Soranzo here trying to break away, but Mano Rayo-Largo getting closer and closer still here as they head on to their 30th lap, trying everything that they need to do in their respect. And well, you can see just how much that they want everything they possibly can. Battle for 17th on circuit for the time being, and well, credit to them. Mano Rayo-Largo involved in a lap 1 incident. David Soranzo also getting himself a little bit caught up in that one as well, but no, he's trying everything he possibly can. He's done the right thing. He's done this, fight that, and he's showing exactly what he's made of and exactly what he needs to do. And well, you can see exactly what is going on. Kevin Vaughan there, he's through on Gregory Tanson just a little bit further up ahead, just trying to find out everything that he can do here into the right-hander. Is there going to be anything going on? No, not for the time being there. So there will be just 2 laps to go now classified in your motor race. Jordi Lopez Jr. and Stefan Zeitwager closed up. Away you can see Jordi Lopez Jr. in the 60. He's going to move to the inside, down at Paddock Hill Bend, and he makes that one look very, very, very good. And well, you can see Jordi Lopez there making sure that he got that one sorted. And don't forget Thomas Schmidt in the 444 machine. He's going to be there scrapping it out later on in the next lap, or possibly this lap as well. And well, maybe Stefan Zeitwager's tyres are starting to go. Maybe he's saving a little bit of fuel. Maybe it's just not working out for him in that respect. Maybe this one has been processional, but maybe down in your mid-pack, you have to say they have done a fantastic job to battle and scrap and fight and claw and snatch and steal and do everything. And well, Zeitwager struggling here as he looks to go, and there is no defense really. Round the outside, he's going to have to try and defend, but the inside is Thomas Schmidt as he heads for Westfield Bend, and he gets the move sorted there very comfortably. Stefan Zeitwager had nothing. Absolutely nothing there, and Zeitwager's going to have to wait behind once again. He's now into 8th here as we are going to have ourselves 2 laps to go this time by. No, I believe we are on now the final lap of your motor race here for the time being. And well, let's take the final half of the lap around with Frank Schothorst for the time being, because he has done a fantastic job here in dominating the race from lights to flag. Frank Schothorst has got out of the way of Lucas Gotch, and he's shown why he's world class. He's shown why everyone needs to fear him in the 2K Cup. He's shown it through Westfield Bend. He's going to show it up through Dingle Dell. He's now going to show his class as he heads through the right-hander here of the Sheen Curve. He's now going to head through Sterling's, and then he's only got one more, and that is Clearways, which morphs into the Clark Curve. Frank Schothorst in the 110 shows his class here at Brands Hatch. He wins it in Kent, and he wins it in style, and who can blame you when you're going to be dominant and better less? Frank Schothorst, your race winner. What a race we've just seen there, and well, you can see the cars now starting to fire themselves in. Simon Povey will take a lovely podium. Andrew there for the Blackadder Racing team. There, he is going to only come across the line in 4th. And well, it's going to be one of those things where he didn't have too much company. And well, we're going to have to look back here towards the field here, because Justin Brunner having a little scrap there towards the line. Not going to happen. Thomas Schmidt, he's going to try and find himself in the battle with Jordi Lopez Jr., but Jordi Lopez, I think, has just got out and away. Xavier Sanchez there in 9th. Big kudos there to Hugo Pareto. Look at him. He's there from 43rd to 10th, and even more kudos, 48th to 11 here. That just shows you exactly what is going on here, because Alex Ellis there in the 241 has made the comeback of dreams happen with Hugo Pareto. Cars still fighting themselves around the final few laps. 3 cars then still waiting to finish, and well, David Soranzo and Mano Rayo-Largo, that's the final battle on the lead lap, and that one is not going to materialise for Mano Rayo-Largo here. Heading through the final corner. Has he got enough? No, he doesn't have enough there. He's going to have to wait behind, or will he? No. Mano Rayo-Largo is going to have to stay behind. So we can run you through now your classified results here in your Skip Barber 2K not Skip Barber even, Formula Renault 2K World Cup as a slip of the tongue happens here with Frake Schothorst winning out in the end by 9.2 seconds there. Over Lucas Gotch there with Simon Povey in third. As I completely missed my cue, but I don't mind there. Syandra finishing off in fourth position then with Oscar Mangan there finishing fifth. What could have been for him? Jordi Lopez Jr. will come across the line in sixth with Thomas Schmidt seventh. Stefan Zeitvega there in eighth with Xavier Sanchez ninth. Big kudos to Hugo Preto and Alex Ellis 10th and 11th from towards the back of the field. Looking down, Rob Reed 32nd to 13th. Great credit to him as well. Gregory Tanson there in 15th. Starts where he finishes there with David Soranzo 17th and Manu Ray Olago there. Last of the cars on the lead lap. Quite a few guys were a lap down. Lionel Alberto, Scott McIntyre, Maximilian Scheider there, Mark O'Connell, Justin Brunner, big name David Williams there. He was a lap down. Ryan Castelline fails to finish. You can see Stephen Diem, Rene Osterkamp, Michael Mittner, Matthias Sponholz fails to finish. Jo Hansen fails to finish. So does Tuan Tran. You look at this, Ty McLeod. Gabel next doesn't finish, and so doesn't Philippe Lebert, Mr. 2K Cup. Unbelievable. And well, for the time being, I think we can take a small break, and if there's interviews, there's interviews. If there's not, they're not. We'll see you after these full messages.
In the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome to your post-race coverage of your Formula Renault 2K Cup here. Streaming live on iRacing Live, brought to you by Racebot TV, and also here on Facebook Live, of course. And well, we've got a lovely audience there, so how are you doing there? Get social with us on Facebook there, down in the chats. Also get social with us at Twitter on Racebot TV as well. And well, certainly this has been a fantastic race, but we're joined with a guy in fourth position right now. His name is Cy Andrew for the 240 site. For Blackadder Racing, it seemingly seems that you got some good points today. You started sixth, you finished fourth. Status quo, to be perfectly honest for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I did this exact same thing back at Donington, if I'm not mistaken. But it's good coming back after I missed Suzuka, and it's a nice solid finish. Bring up some good points.
Yeah, good points indeed. And for you, it just seemed that you had to be careful on the opening start. You got yourself out and away cleanly, but dramas behind at the end of the first lap. It saw the safety car come out. It's not something that you normally see for us iRacers. We don't normally get a safety car in open wheel racing. You normally just get out of the way and get on with it. But it's a different mentality to have, trying to warm the tyres up, warm the brakes, make sure you keep the temperature in, save fuel, save tyres. It's so important to practice even something like that on practice sessions, surely.
Yeah, at this point, we don't get enough safety cars, so we don't really practice pacing under safety car, saving fuel under safety car, that sort of thing. So it was kind of a learning curve to learn it as we were doing it. It was very interesting because I had to talk some my teammates through on how to save fuel, how to keep the tires up to temperature and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And well, for you, you got to look ahead to 2 weeks' time. You got to look for the best opportunities that you can in that respect. Is there anything there that you're looking to try and get out of it? I mean, a fourth place finish is fantastic, but are you looking to try and break into that podium scene?
Yeah, I definitely want to get a podium at some point. Lucas and Simon and Freak are crazy fast, and I'd love to get up and fight things out with them. I still think it's possible, and I'll definitely work on it coming into next season. Eventually, hoping for a race win.
Hoping for a race win, definitely there. Cyandra then from Blackadder Racing. He finishes 4th today in the 240, and well, he's certainly done a fantastic job, and well, nobody else here in our commentary booth right now, so we can just run things off right now. This has been your broadcast from Racebot TV on iRacing Live, on Facebook as well. Catch us out on the YouTube channel. Make sure you keep your stuff in the comments down below, and don't forget that everything has a reason, and Frake Show Force was out and away. Catch us all through the week here on Racebot TV, prime time every night of the week, and well, this has certainly been a fantastic race. I've been Jake Sperry, and that's been Hugo Luis behind the cameras. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Good night.